Hey, Dog Nation, I'm Brandon Adams. Welcome into the Classic Moment presented by Classic City Lager. And obviously, during this segment each and every week, one of the things that we love to do is go back and looking at some of the top moments from Georgia's football history. And this week on Dog Nation Daily, we certainly had a chance to do that when 1982 Heisman Trophy winner Herschel Walker stopped by, and he looked back on his own time of winning that award and the feeling that he has that the award, although it has his name on it, certainly didn't belong to him alone. In Herschel's mind, it belonged to all of his teammates as well. This is what he had to say about that on Dog Nation Daily.
I was just so honored, coming from Wrightsville, Georgia, a small town here in South Georgia, and, being at the University of Georgia, and I was honored, but at the same time, I was humbled because I was on such a great team. I had a great team, and my offensive line, and I tell people this today, I'm still just so appreciative of that offensive line I had, and I'm sort of embarrassed now, and I've been saying this for a long time. I have been shocked that over the 3 years I was there at Georgia, the things that I did at Georgia, the awards that I won at Georgia, I didn't have an offensive lineman to make All-Americans. I'm sad about it, and I think about that now more than anything because I'm still so close friends with those guys. Those guys gave me a Heisman Trophy, and, the team gave me a Heisman Trophy. And so it's not Herschel Walker Heisman, it's my team Heisman because we won that together. It wasn't just me. It was a great offensive line that blocked. They blocked their tails off for me, and I still thank them. Every time I see them, I thank them for what they've done for me.
And of course, Herschel, in his role as a former Heisman winner, not only does he look back on his own time winning the award, but he also looks ahead to this year's award there as well. And you may have seen around social media and on our program, we've certainly pushed the idea of the dominant Georgia defense, the best unit in all of college football this season, we believe, getting a chance to be honored potentially with the sport's most prestigious award. Defensive players don't typically come up in this conversation, but given the unusual nature of this season and the way in which the Georgia defense has played such an outsized role thus far in writing the predominant narratives around this season, that maybe a Georgia player ought to be honored. The one that we've said comes to mind here more than any other is that of Georgia defensive tackle Jordan Davis. We had a chance to ask Herschel this week if, given the fact that he is a former Heisman winner, what he would think about maybe one day Jordan Davis also joining him in that category as a Heisman winner from the University of Georgia. And Herschel did not hold back with his opinion. This is what he had to say.
Well, you're exactly right. I get to vote, and I must say, that because of that defense is so good. You said, man, who can you give the Heisman Trophy to on that defense? And he seemed to be the leader. He's the one that everyone talks about. You see him show up every game. And not only are you talking about the defense, but he's talking about on the special team. Yeah. He's been part of blocking field goals as well. Yep. And people are talking about this guy and this guy. One thing that's very special, he could have came out last year and probably went into the pros. He stayed in school to come back. That means a great deal to what it means to this defense. And maybe someone else that may be the captain calling the plays, but whenever you talk about this defense, you're going to talk about him. So I think that he's someone that you got to consider that got a chance for the Heisman because when you look around the league right now, who is out there that's playing well like he's playing to get the Heisman? And he got to be in consideration of it.
Obviously, there's still a long way to go for someone like Jordan Davis taking such an unorthodox step to win the Heisman Trophy. We rarely see defensive players getting even as much attention as Davis is getting right now, but it's certainly great to hear that Herschel Walker, who himself has his own Heisman Trophy, thinks that maybe one day Davis could be right there. And who knows? Against Florida this weekend, maybe Davis takes another step towards that ultimate goal. That is the Classic Moment. It's presented by Classic City Lager, and as you are getting ready to enjoy a lot of sports this weekend, whether it's baseball, football, or everything else, obviously Classic City Lager goes great with that. It's from Creature Comforts Brewing Company. It's a taste of Athens, but you don't have to be in Athens to get it. It's available in 6 and 12-pack cans all year round wherever you're doing your shopping. It's a lighter beer, which means it's lighter in color, but no sacrifice in flavor. It's a craft-style lager. That means there's delicious flavor in each and every taste. So enjoy yourself some Classic City Lager from Creature Comforts Brewing Company and find out why we say it's just good cold beer. Hope you enjoy the game as well this weekend, and we'll see you back here again next time for another Classic Moment presented by Classic City Lager.